What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Dima, storytime music. So, guys, as you know, I was just doing my thing, chilling, and reading the Bible. But about 9 hours ago, I got a notification sound, please. And it was an email from an unknown brother who shall remain nameless, and it says this: "Dang music! Watch, Derrick Jaxn is back, and he has a course for single mothers."
Oh hell no!
So at that point, give me some typing sounds, Dima. I went over and saw the podcast that the Poor Man's Podcast had on there and stopped the show. Go check him out. First comment pinned to the top. Tell him that O'Shea sent you. He does reactions. And I was watching a video called Derrick Jaxn is back, and he has a course for single mothers. Now, I wanted to know what video this was about. And this is Derrick Jaxn's video that he did last week. Why men don't date single mothers. And look who he's responding to. Darius M. Right? Now, Darius M is a very, very popular YouTuber here on the site. Has over 250 something thousand subscribers out of the city of Chicago, and stopped the show. Yeah, I gave him his first interview too. Circle that, May 21st, 2017. Yeah, the same year that I gave Kevin Samuels his first interview. I'm just saying, no. Consultations, PunO'Shea@gmail.com. I stay finding talent. And he only had 700 subscribers at that time. But Darius M was a very, very good YouTuber here, right? And what Darius M did the other day, Dima, give me like some odd couple music. So Darius M was making a video, and the video said, imagine that you go to a car lot and you go and spend a lot of money for a new car. It has no miles on it, right? And 8 years you come back and that car has a lot of miles. You've had a few accidents and things like that. You go back to get another car and you want $50,000 for the car that you had 8 years ago. Well, what will the dealership do? Can I get some laughing sound effects, Zima?
You serious?
Yeah, they're gonna laugh at you, all right? Which is true. They're gonna laugh at you. And the reason why is obvious. It's no longer the same condition. It's 8 years. There's new models. There's better cars out there. And when you drive the car off the lot, what tends to happen is it loses money. Derrick Jaxn got pretty upset at this, and he reacted to Darius M's video. Now stop the show. After all that money that Derrick Jaxn's made, he doesn't have a sound. He doesn't use the camera. He's still completely dusty.
I sent the email out earlier talking about evolved men and all that.
Bruh. Oh my God!
And this is exactly what happens with a lot of you YouTubers in the sector. You guys make all this money, and then you don't reinvest in your business, and you're struggling. Struggle streaming, struggle dusting, weaving the sound up, sandalization. But anyways, let's get back to the story. Derrick Jaxn didn't like the fact that Darius M equated used cars to dealing with single moms, because what Darius M was saying is most guys view dealing with single moms as used cars because a lot of single moms out there want the same price for them that a woman that don't have a kid, which I can understand what he's trying to say. He's saying that women that have kids, you see it on Tinder, they'll have 6, 7 kids and they want to be provided for, when obviously you can go out and get a woman that doesn't have any kids, just more in her prime, that hasn't been with that many men and things like that. So it's just as absurd as you taking a car that has been dinged up 8 years ago and then taking it back to the dealer asking for that. That's what he's saying. A lot of guys feel like that, in my honest opinion, right? And we know how it goes. This is fear. Derrick Jaxn thinks that not so many guys feel like that. And he was talking about, he's kind of insulting Darius M a little bit and stamping, but you can check that video out yourself. But at the end, he starts to promote this course, okay? And that's what we're talking about today. This course that Derrick Jaxn has, which is called, give me some SWV music, Secrets to Making and Involved Men Crave You. Stop the show, the secrets that your wife didn't use to crave you because you cheated on her. Can I get a ooh sound effect? Yeah, Derrick, we haven't forgotten. You're really a piece of shit. But anyways, let's look at what we have here. Top 5 things that make you instantly more attractive to an evolved man. That's a lie. You don't know how to do that.
Stop the cap.
How to spot and separate evolved men from the others. That's a lie. You don't know how to do that. Why high value men are rarely high valuable and how to spot those who are. Can I get a da 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 sound effects? I mean, is that a direct shot at Kevin Samuels? Because, I mean, your career is going down the toilet, bro, and Kevin is still growing. Okay, 3 first date questions to ask him that will keep you both from wasting other time. Stop the show. You have no idea what you're talking about. Why some men pull away when you two begin to get close. Yeah, like how you pulled away from your wife, who is the mother of your children, and you had like 4 other chicks on the side of your line. Can I get a sound effect? But why is Derrick Jaxn running this playbook? Why is he creating a free course for single moms? Well, see, the thing about it is this. Derrick Jaxn is not in a position to sell right now, right? Because he's still struggling. Like, Derrick Jaxn had one of the greatest declines in the history of YouTube. I mean, after Tasha K destroyed him, Derrick Jaxn can barely get any views anymore on YouTube. Now, he's still quite popular on Facebook and quite popular on Instagram. But as far as his views, they've been trash. Like, we could even look at some of the views on Social Blade if you want to go and check in. I mean, he's just been terrible. He's been struggling. He's went from, let's say in March, 3.7 million views to like, well, negative views. Oh, fuck! Then 182,000 views, 275,000 views, 230,000 views, 228,000 views, 205,000 views. So what that means is that, and he's been posting regularly, that people are not interested in Derrick Jaxn anymore because he's a fraud, according to some people. So that's how people look at him after he's had his scandal. But what's happened is that Derrick Jaxn is trying to get back in the game by giving a free course. Okay? So if I can give a free course to these women who typically that want to believe that are single moms, and that's what they all do. Everybody has based their earnings off of black women that are, you know, in the single mom department, right? Women who have had bad relationships that are looking for a miracle. This is who Derrick Jaxn positions his stuff for. So the thing is if he can get them into their system, into their website, the other products that he has, they will pay for it. Give him a round of applause, Dima. That's smart. Let's just get them into the system so they can buy all this other stuff that I'm selling that doesn't make any sense. And see, you knew Derrick Jaxn would be back, but he was finding a way to kind of weasel himself back into the playbook. And this is what he's doing. But I want to know if sisters will fall for it. Let me tell you this, and this is not to be mean, but for any woman that's out there, and the Poor Man podcast laid this out very well. Men like exclusivity. Just like women like exclusivity, okay? I'm not trying to say that as a woman that has kids that you can't get a great man, because we've seen it. You know, it depends on, you know, how good the woman looks, depends on her economic status, depends on a lot of things, right? But the average woman who has a kid, average looking, average network, average education, it's extremely hard to get to a guy that is what society will call valuable, because that guy has so many options. It's just the reality of it. Now, I think that if we're living in the world 40, 50 years ago, where people were more restrained to their confines of their local cities, their local Milwaukee's, you know, their local Philadelphia's, yeah, it's easier to date a woman that has a single kid because it's right there in your community. But in today's world, where the world is so open, you can be here, you can be in Europe the next day, you can meet somebody in London really quick. It's different. Guys have a lot of options. And this is the reality of it, because marriages are going down, not up. Why? Because men are starting to understand their options, you know? And that's the reality. Men are not getting married. Men are having more options to choose from, especially with the internet and stuff like that. Why can't people see that? But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jaxn, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.